Greetings. My name is Jared Daly, and I will be your physics instructor this summer for Physics 2. This is General Physics 2, or Physics 1420 and 1421. This is an online class, so the material will be delivered on websites and other online tools. We will use Blackboard primarily to uh, gather and organize information, but we will access information in another website called Sapling Learning. I'm about to take you through all of this now so that you can understand how this is done. I'm hoping that you got into Blackboard. I'm going to send out emails and hope that you get them and go and get into Blackboard, and I'll send this video with that email as well. So anyway, let's get started. So if you go to Mid-Plains Community College website, or www.mpcc.edu, up here in the right hand corner there's a My Campus Web button. If you click that, you should be taken to a sign-in where you will use your campus email, your student email, which if you don't have that, you can get it, I believe, by calling the school or by sending an email to the school, and they will direct you to the right place. You can call me or email me, and I can help you out with that as well. But you'll need your school email, and you'll also need your password that gets you into your student accounts. And then you go ahead and sign in there, and it'll take you to this page, which will allow you to launch Blackboard, and you'll click on Blackboard at that point. So in Blackboard, you will be brought to a page here that has the courses that you are taking, and one of those should be General Physics 2 or Calculus Supplement 2 for Summer 16. So if you go ahead and click on that, you're not necessarily taking the Calculus Supplement course. If you click on this, it's just that these courses are put in together in Blackboard and also on my other website. So first of all, we'll see this first page where you can click on this link to watch this video, actually. Or you can click on this link to go see the syllabus, and I'll actually have a syllabus for this class and a syllabus for the calculus version of this class as well. I have an announcements button where I will make announcements here. For example, I've got a couple of announcements already. Let's take a look at them really quickly. I've got Physics Online. Welcome to Physics Online here, talking about the things that we need to do. But particularly it talks about choosing a proctor, because you will need to choose a proctor and take your exams from somebody like a teacher or a librarian who can proctor your exams for you and tell me that you took them properly. It's not a big deal, but we do need to do that. Anyway, so those are announcements, and any other announcements that need to come through the semester I will send through that method. I will also try to send them by email to your emails as far as I know them. So anyway, to go back to our home page, you can either click the back button or click the welcome, click here button. All my stuff in this class is all on one page to try to reduce confusion. Then we go down here to some tools for learning. BrainFuse Help Now is essentially an online physics tutoring tool, and you can use this free of charge if you want help, and I can't you're not able to get a hold of me for some reason, if it's late, or on Sunday, for example, I will not be answering emails, and some days I'm just not as available as other days, but I try to be as available as possible. But you'll go into here and go into Expert Help, and you can go ahead and click on Live Tutoring, and then you can select your topic, which would be science, and a subject, which would be physics, and you can start using online tutoring. They're not available late at night, in the middle of the night, but anyway, you can use BrainFuse during kind of normal hours, and it's a useful link. It's a new tool that we've got for the school. There's also Khan Academy Physics, where you can go and you can do practice problems and go through little practice. You can even do some practice reviews, but it takes you. This will take you through step by step with videos that you can watch and little activities that you can do, and you can learn a lot of good things at Khan Academy as well. And then there's the Physics Classroom, which is a website. And this website has a lot of different, not only videos that you can watch, but step-by-step tutorials that you can go through. These physics interactives, which are essentially like little online laboratories, little simulations that you can do. Lots of fun stuff to do there, and it's very helpful and useful as well. So they've got lots of good tools on Physics Classroom. And then we have Hyperphysics, which is a great one when you're looking for equations and their explanations. A lot of great resources here. And this one is presently showing the kinetic energy version, but if you just go to Hyperphysics, if you cut it off here, go to Hyperphysics, then it takes you to all the different things that you can study on hyperphysics. Electricity and magnetism will of course be one of the big things for us, and you can look at all the different things here. If you want to learn about Coulomb's law, for example, it takes you and shows you the equations for Coulomb's law, shows you how the interactions between charges work out. It even gives you an opportunity to plug in some numbers and see if you understand what it's talking about. So very useful, again, another very useful tutorial resource for learning physics or getting some help. Okay, so now for the meat of the discussion here, and that is Sapling Learning. So Sapling Learning is the place where we'll do homework and exams, and it's a great system. It uses we're going to use a free textbook within Sapling Learning, but you do have to pay $40 to access Sapling Learning for the term. You'll get the first couple of weeks free, so you don't necessarily have to pay the $40 right away, but eventually you will have to pay it. To get on, you're going to go ahead and click on this Sapling Learning link that we've got here in Blackboard, and you're going to go to U.S. Higher Ed, United States Higher Education, and you're going to create an account. You'll create an account by choosing a username and a password, put in an email address, your name, your last name, and you have to put in an institution. So if you put in Mid right here, it'll bring you to a place that has Mid-Plains Community College. And then you choose your time zone, which, if you're in the Mountain Time Zone or U.S. Central Time Zone, whatever. And then you go ahead and you create your account, and then it'll bring up My Class. I'm the only teacher using Sapling Learning at the school as far as I know, so it shouldn't be hard for you to sign up for My Class. It's the only one. I do have 2 classes on Sapling Learning this summer, however. So I'm the only person using it, but I do have 2 classes. So you want to make sure that you sign up for 1420 or General Physics 2 when you get in there. I'm going to go ahead and log in using my teacher login here. And we'll get here to the Physics 1420, 2420. So these are 2 different classes all in one. And this is, let's take a look at what it looks like for a student really quick. This is the front page that you will see with Sapling Learning. So you'll have on the left over here some forums where you can talk about problems, talk about different things that you're doing in the class. Here are resources. They have an introduction to Sapling Learning there, just to get you acquainted with Sapling Learning. It's not really all that hard to figure out. And then your grades, you can track how you're doing on your assignments. I actually do not do my grading inside of Sapling Learning generally. Its grading platform is not all that well developed. I'll do my gradings in other books, but you'll be able to check your grades on your individual assignments and kind of get an idea of how you're doing, and I will update you on how you're doing through the semester. And then of course you can go down to your courses. On the right side of the page here you can download the Sapling app, which really doesn't do much for you. It's only available on Apple as well, but I think it'll give you alerts or something when your homework's due, and maybe you can check your grade or something, but not much more than that. And then over here you have your e-textbook, which you can open up there, and then there's a calendar and everything else. But anyway, so moving on down here, Introduction to Sapling Learning and Math Review is the first assignment that is posted here. Now I'm not going to necessarily make you do this for credit. It's just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we can see here. Well, actually, it's not available to open up. But anyway, you can open that video if you wanted to. I need to go and change something really quick because I haven't. This is not running quite yet because class hasn't started. But let's fix that so I can show you something really quick. Let me go ahead and wake these guys up. Alright, and this will all be running on Monday when we start class as well. So let's go back here. Okay, so anyway, on our front page here, we're going to have some things to do under Introduction to Sapling Learning and Math Review. For example, I have this practice assignment to do, and it will have a due date. And, assignments will have due dates, and those will all be in Sapling Learning when you jump into it. And you'll be able to read them over here. For example, I've not set those due dates quite yet, but they will be set soon. How many points is possible and what category it's in. This is an extra credit category. But essentially, there are different kinds of problems. There are problems where you just do a multiple choice kind of thing. There are problems that will have a Boolean, like true or false, yes or no, two answers kind of thing. There will be problems where you actually write in an answer and where the answers are randomized, where the questions are randomized even. There'll be combinations of things, different kinds of questions within one question, and multiple choice questions where you're going through here. Now, when you're going through a particular problem, you can actually click at the bottom here and get hints on how to do the problem. Hints will help you to make the first step or to make a connection somewhere, and that's a very useful thing. However, also on the right, you can go to the textbook. You can get some help with this topic. This one doesn't have any help for that particular topic. But most importantly, right here is the web help and videos. So in your normal homework assignments, there will be web pages and videos that you can click on here related to the material and the problem that you're doing. Oftentimes, they're showing you the exact same problem. They're stepping you through it one step at a time. So that can be very, very helpful as you're going through this class, and especially because it's an online class, this is a very useful tool. I'm not forcing you to do specific things a lot in this class, except I do want you to complete the homework and the exams, and then we will meet for some labs at some point. We will try to meet a few weeks and do a few labs each of those meetings and try to get all the labs done. But I'm not going to make you do discussions or forum posts or online activities together, because mostly what physics is about is trying to understand how to solve problems. So I will encourage you to discuss the problems with me, with other people that you know, or the other students in the class. We have, I think, 3 or 4 students in this class, so you can use the forum again to do that. If we go back to our front page on this class here. Computer's slow right now, I don't know why. But anyway, you go out here and you can go to forums, and you can start a forum. Let's see, I think that you can. I think maybe I'll have to start that for you. But anyway, if you want to start a forum, I will do that, and I will probably do it anyway. Not my students. I've never taught this class online, so I'm not sure if students will like that very much. My students in class really like working together, trading ideas, helping each other out, and it's very helpful. And we can even set up an online video forum for that if you want to do that. But anyway, these are kind of the tools available to you in Sapling Learning to work on the assignments and to to get the help that you need. These first couple of assignments, the practice assignment for extra credit and the homework math review, are not going to be required for you to do, but I would recommend that you at least give them a look over just to get acquainted with some things. Particularly the math review is going to give you an idea of some of the things that we want you to be able to accomplish mathematically before we get started in this class. So if you have any questions about any of the math in this, you should try to resolve those questions right away, either on your own or with me or something, so that we make sure that you have the proper tools that you need to mathematically to get this class done. Other things that are available to you are at the top here. We have a calculator. You can use this calculator. It's a pretty nice calculator for this class. You can print, of course, anything you want. But also we have a periodic table. This class will cover some things involving atoms and molecules, so you'll need to have a periodic table handy. Besides that, let's take a look at the textbook, which we haven't done yet. I'm going to click on that. So the textbook is the last thing we're going to look at. It's called OpenStax College Physics. It's a pretty good textbook. I really like it. If you want a printed version of it, you can order one. I think they have them at the bookstore here in North Platte, but you can also order them directly from openstax.org, and they're not very expensive. I think 40 or 50 bucks. It's up to you if you want a printed version. I've had some students buy it and they really liked it. I've had students just use the book online and they really like that too. But you can make notes and put bookmarks and highlights in this book just like any other book. You can jump through it by page, by chapter. You can skim through the book. You can do all kinds of crazy things with this. It's just like a regular book. With the skimming version here, we can just kind of slide through it and see different pages. See if you can find the thing you're looking for, just by clicking. Oh, that's the thing I'm looking for. So I jump to this page, and I can make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to see, and I can learn all about quantum tunneling or whatever. So anyway, the book is a well-written book. You also have these PhET interactive simulations where you can actually you'll copy and paste this link here into your. Sometimes the clicking link works, but anyway, if you copy and paste this little website down here into your browser, you can do some interactive simulations of some of the physics we've learned. It doesn't always work on my computers. I have Macs, and Java and Macs don't always mix well together, so I've been trying to figure that out. But anyway, these are some of these simulations are quite old as well, so newer computers are struggling with them a little bit, because they were made in 2000 by with a grant at University of Colorado, and I don't think they've updated them much of that since. But anyway, the point being, good resources in the book. It is a well-written book with easy to read or easy read text, lots of great imagery to help understand things. There are just a lot of really great things in this book. There's good stuff about this book. Anyway, that is Sapling Learning, and those are the learning resources that I'm making available to you so far in this class. If I come up with any other good ways to give you some learning resources, I will do so. I may post some videos or some little mini whiteboard lectures or something on specific topics if anyone asks for them, so that you can understand things. I will have a YouTube channel dedicated to this class with any videos that I make that are necessary for this class posted there, and so that's kind of where we're at here. Now, most importantly with physics is participation every day. Don't put off homework till the last moment. This homework can take a lot of time. So work on the homework every day. If you have 2 or 3 days to do your homework, make sure that you split the homework into 2 or 3 equal parts and do that much homework every day at least. You have to make goals. You have to reach goals. If you get behind in this class, it is almost impossible to catch up. Not impossible, but almost impossible. So do not fall behind. If you start to fall behind even a little bit, call me up, give me an email, whatever, and I can help you through this. I can help you figure things out. I can help you catch up a little bit, help you get ahead a little bit, whatever else. But do not wait, do not save it. Everybody struggles a little bit with this class because the homework and the difficulty level. So don't feel like you're the only one. Don't feel shy or embarrassed or anything else. Students that do that usually struggle more than students who are willing to ask for help, willing to talk with their fellow students, willing to talk to their teacher. So please, please, please communicate with me. Please do what you can to communicate with the other students in the class, and we will try to make this the best experience possible for everyone. Thank you for taking this class, and I will be in touch with you as much as I can, and make sure that you email me questions that you have at all. And best of luck this summer. Have a great summer, and we'll talk to you when we talk to you.